Hey YouTube. So I'm gonna be doing a video today on like a fall inspired look. And the lighting is pretty good right now. It's the best I could get it. My window's open. It's 5:50 at night. I got home from the gym and I took a shower, so I'm nice and good, but I'm really exhausted. My face is starting to break out really bad, like on the sides of my noses and like on my chin, but it's just the part of being a teenager having the breakouts. But that's why you have makeup and products to conceal it. So I'm getting all my stuff like set up. Okay, so products you're going to need. You're going to need a primer of choice. I'm not going to give details yet. A primer of choice, a foundation of choice, 2 powders I would recommend of choice, but you can use one. 3 eyeshadows of choice. A blush and bronzer of choice. A thing to blend your foundation out with of choice. You're going to need a blush brush of choice. You're going to need a mascara of choice, obviously. You're going to need a lipstick of choice. You're going to need a crease brush of choice. You're going to need an eyeshadow brush of choice. I'm like of choice of everything. You can use a foundation brush of choice if you choose to, but I'm using the sponge. And then you're going to need a blending brush of choice, and then a more pigmented eyeshadow. This is just a pigment. So, let's get started. So my hair is kind of weird because I just got out of the shower, and I kind of let it sit in a hair tie so it's dry after I blow dry it and everything. So, make sure your hands are all nice and clean. Mine are, because I just got out of the shower, got dressed. Like I said, this is kind of a weird angle. If I said that, my tank top's like being really weird. It's kind of a weird angle. I'm sitting on the floor because we're redoing my room. So, like, my bed's just, like, in the center of my room. Do you guys, like, want to see what you get? This is my bed. That's my laptop. And then there's my window. So, you guys really like that. So, I kind of had to show you guys that. We're repainting that wall. And so, my makeup vanity is, like, shoved in the corner. It's scattered like a mess. Ooh, that was really loud. My room should be finished by later tonight. We're almost done. We're letting it dry. It's been drying for like 2 days, so I'm going to hang all my posters up. Some of them are already hung up. My black light's hung up there. This is my new pop seed chair. Anyway, so get on to my thing, my look. Oh, and you're going to need an eyeshadow primer of choice if you choose to use primers. I will show you what I do. So you're going to want to prime your face. I'm using Rimmel Fix and Perfect, or Perfect. I like to say Fix and Perfect because it's perfecting. If you have really red undertone skin, then this is really the way to go because it has kind of like a yellow-orangey tint. Not orange, like a yellow tint that's going to like, you got to like shake it. I don't know, why am I shaking it without the cap on? It's going to like explode. It's going to kind of tone down the redness, so really shake it up really nice and good. And then apply a little bit. I mean, that's probably what you need. So I just put a little bit. Definitely where your foundation tends to slide off your face a little easier. So it does have a tint, which is amazing for like skin tones like me. But it goes a long way, and it makes your skin really sleeky and smooth, and it kind of fills in your pores. It says, Skin Perfecting Primer smooths and evens out your complexion. Prolongs the wear of foundation. So just blend it out. If you have nose ring or jewelry in your face like me, be careful, because then this is tinted, so it will kind of make it go a different color. Mine's a diamond, so it doesn't really matter. So I'm just kind of blending it out. I know this is a really weird angle for you guys. This does kind of tint your skin. When I peeled, I have like scarring right there from peeling. This doesn't give you any coverage like pimples or like scars or anything. It is raining outside. So that's why this is a fall look, because it's fall. So definitely put some on your eyelid just so if you use that as a primer. So then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Ultimate Match Foundation in, like I said, this is almost all drugstore. It is all drugstore, except for my lipstick. In beige, and it has SPF 15. The primer doesn't have SPF, but my moisturizer has SPF 25. 15, my skin's good and protected. So I shake it up with my finger on it, and then dip it, and then apply it with my finger. I almost use it as like a concealer first, where I definitely need a lot. And then, okay, I'm just going to do this because it's easier. There we go. This foundation, a con is it doesn't have a pump, so and it's really thick. It's not thin. That's why I like this one, because it won't really slide off my face. But there we go. It's thick, so it won't really just like slide off your face too much. Like, not too much. Like, I don't know how to say it. I got a little too much on the back of my hand. A little too much, you think? So, to get the best results, I blend out my foundation with my hand. I know this is making me look really ghost white, but it's because it's just like sitting on the surface of my skin. It's not white. I don't know why it's showing up so ghosty, but I am pretty pale right now, but not too pale. So I'm just kind of blending it out with my finger, but not too much. And then quickly grab a sponge and blend it out. See, it's not so ghosty white. I mean, it is pretty white. It's pretty light. I'm not going to say white because the foundation isn't white. But it is showing up pretty light. This doesn't have much of coverage, so if you would like to use a concealer of choice, go ahead. Mine, if you have bad breakouts like me, would be my MAC one. I like this foundation a lot. It doesn't get cakey. The best way to make it look natural is do what I did. Blend it out a little bit with, whatever's left in the back of my hand, I'm just dabbing it and like putting it in spots where I need a little more coverage because I know it doesn't get much. Definitely put some under your eyes. I have really bad circles under my eyes, but I can't find my concealer, which is really like bothering me. Like, I don't know where it went. Like, hold on, I'm gonna get a concealer. Sorry, you guys. Okay, I got a concealer. So this is my Fit Me one. It's pretty dark, I know. It's actually blends out really well, so you can use this on like a really light skin tone. See, it's not too dark. Definitely just all over my chin. I know you're not supposed to put concealer on like this because you can like keep the infection of acne in the bottle, but it's perfectly fine. So now you're just going to blend it out with your fingertip, nice and like that. One reason I was looking really pale, I don't look that pale anymore, is because my computer was on right behind it. This concealer is pretty good coverage. I wouldn't say it's like my MAC Studio Finish or Studio Sculpt concealer, but it covered my under eye circles amazing, and like I said, this is drugstore, so I wasn't going to use my MAC one. Sorry, this is taking forever on the face. The eyes are really simple. Okay, so after that's done, just kind of take your, it looks pretty nice. Okay, so now I'm going to take my powder, my Maybelline Dream Matte Powder in Sand all over me face. This foundation, if you don't exfoliate your face, it does pick up dead skin very easily. I did not exfoliate my face, so my face is kind of flaky right now. But it doesn't pick it up that easily. I'm trying to like this. It doesn't pick it up very easily, but it will pick it up. If you have like really like patches of like dry skin, it's definitely gonna pick it up. So yeah. So this powder is a little too light for me. Like, I'll show you. See, it's a little too light, so I do I'm not picking my nose, I promise. I'm twisting my nose. Well, in my last few videos, you're like, yeah, you're picking your nose, because I was, like, twisting it, because, like, watch, when it comes out, like, it twists, it looks like I have a booger, but that's just my nose ring, so I have to, like, twist it back up. See? Good. Good. So I'm going to take my Fit Me 220 foundation, or powder. This has a little bit of a satin, which is good for fall, because you don't want to look completely matte, and I've hit pan on this. Obviously, you can tell I like it. So I just take a powder puff that it comes with. This is actually not the one it comes with. The one it comes with is a little too, it's not soft enough. So I definitely like this powder. It does pretty much, it has really nice coverage. This camera is like really high def, so it's like gonna pick up every little blemish. But I really like it. Then I just take my fingers and just blend it out, and just take like a fluffy brush. This is my blush brush, but it's new. I just cleaned it. I just kind of blend out definitely around my jawline and where any harsh lines would be. Okay, so blush and all that's last, because I don't like to do my blush until last. So for eyes, I like to use my foundation primer as my eye primer. I just love it. I always have. This primer I've had for maybe 3 years maybe. But they did change the packaging. So I just put a little like this, a little on my eyelid. I think this works better than any like professional like brand of primer. The Kat Von D Tattoo. My mom has a tattoo. The Tattoo concealer is amazing. I'll blend this out. It does make it a little more vibrant because it does have a tint, and it does cover veins pretty well on your eyelids. So then I'm taking my let me scoot a little closer. My Love and Beauty Quad. This is in Festive, and I'm taking this gold color right here on an eyeshadow brush, just like this. This is also a Love and Beauty eyeshadow brush. This is all drugstore. Drugstore, you can't just go to your drugstore and get all of them. Drugstore, I mean like under $5. This is pretty much, I think the most expensive thing here was my powder. You know, the brushes all together, because they came in like a set, were like $5.50, but it came with a bunch of brushes. So I'm just dabbing this gold on. As you can tell, it just kind of brightens up any eye color. Golds are best, especially in fall, on blue and green eyes, but they look amazing on brown and hazel too. I think the best on hazel would be more of a pink toned, but you would want to use it like a gold with pink instead of like this is pure gold with gold undertones. A gold with pink undertones looks amazing with hazel eyes. This makes blue eyes pop amazingly, as you can tell. So then I just take my loose pigment. This is actually a MAC pigment that I depotted into an LA Colors pot that I got in California. This pigment, I don't remember the name of it, but I know the LA Colors eyeshadow was called Radiant. It's because it was called Radiant, but this is just like a package. I like depotting my pigments into these because you like unscrew it and then you like lift the little top up and put it in, and then like it doesn't spill because you have to like stick the brush like deep in there to get eyeshadow. And this color is really pigmented. Obviously it's a pigment. It makes it just so much more better, but it is a little difficult to get out because you do have to stick the brush in there, and like this is definitely a color that can fall out, and it will fall out if you don't use a shadow primer or like any type of primer at all. This is the brush that it comes with, and I've had this container for so long. I keep all the brushes, and like it is so ruined. Okay, so this is quite a long video, but it's okay. So then you're going to take a crease brush. It's just the e.l.f. eyeshadow crease brush, and taking this like gold color. You guys can see in like the little like mirror. I gotta see if you guys I'm recording my brother's iPhone. I'm not trying to like blind you guys. I know that probably just did. Dip it, swirl, whatever you want to do. Tap off excess. And apply light windshield light promotions. You can tell the color's not too intense. I don't like intense crease colors that much. This is actually the crease color, but I like this color way better. So swirl, tap off excess, and it's not intense at all. Like, it's very sheer color. It's not very pigmented. That's a con and a pro if you're like me and you wear a lot of these looks to school. So it looks pretty good right there. It's only going about halfway in, and then it's kind of like a smokier color. Fall is really in with inverted creases, but I've never liked them. Inverted creases where you have the crease color like go up and then down, but I like it where it's like this because it kind of adds shape to your eye. But inverted crease is so in right now, and I'm only taking about halfway and then opening and kind of putting a little on my brow bone, not like the highlight part, but just like so it and then connect so there's no like, you know what I mean? I don't know how to explain it. So there's no gaps. There we go. Okay, so that's what it should look like. It's really beautiful. Okay, it almost looks gray, but it's pretty. Don't put any of your eyeshadow away yet because you are going to go back. So then I just take a fluffy blending brush. This is just Love Beauty. And I just take it and kind of blend out all the harsh edges. I'm just blending around. I'm not actually blending the color out. I kind of am, just a little bit because it is a little harsh. Sorry, I had to swing back. And if you blend it out, it does create more of a smoky effect, which fall is really in for smokies. So you can tell this eye is a little more intense. If you want it to be completely even, I'm really, really precise on my crease colors. Add a little more. But if you're like, oh, I'm going to school, no one's going to care. It's just fall. But I like makeup. I like it to look good. So, yes. Then for the highlight, I'm taking that same quad, and I'm taking this color right here, and I'm just taking it on like a fluffy, kind of larger shader brush. This one is by CoverGirl, and I'm just taking it on the tip, tap off, and applying it right to the brow bone. This is going to give a nice arch effect, and an amazing highlight for fall. Golds, browns, and like copperies are good for like the lays and creases. What's in is like Sand Dollar colors. Sand Dollar by e.l.f. is like the perfect highlight right now. Anyway, so that's what the eyes will look like. So for liner on the top, you can go just like any kind of liner. I personally like Black Radiance, Twist Up one, Mrs. Milani. Just a teeny tug on the eye will do. And you can tell it's a little different. So it's not too thick, but it's not too thin. If you like intense looks, this is the liner. It's almost completely black, and it kind of goes up, which I love. And then barely tug, because if you tug, it can cause premature aging, like wrinkles. And then kind of, if you get a little gold shadow, see, it's a little more thicker. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So then you're going to take like a brush like this and just kind of blend that out. Then you can take your pigment again on any brush you prefer, just so you can clean it up a little bit. Just so you can kind of hide any like brown that fell onto the lid. Putting this over the black liner will kind of create a more gold eyeliner, but it's really pretty. Anyway, so I promise I am almost done. All I have to do is mascara, cheeks, and lips, and that's easy. So mascara, I'm using CoverGirl, this is called CoverGirl Lash Gloss Volume in brown black, because pure black lashes, yeah, everyone would be to die for length. I have really long lashes, so if you have short lashes that are really volumized, go for more of a lengthening mascara. I have really long lashes, so I like lengthening. This is kind of an intense look for school, but it's okay. For blush, I'm using my Wet n Wild and Mellow Wine. Okay, sorry, that's my mom. And I'm just taking the brush it comes with and tapping it off just on the side. And it is kind of hot pink. But that is perfectly fine. I look like a little rag doll right now. Then just take a blush brush and blend it out. Don't be too light, because then you won't blend very well. And so it's a little pink. Take the bronzer I showed you in the beginning. Tap off. I barely put any on because this is shimmery. And dab on the cheeks. Just kind of calm it down. I love this look. It looks amazing. It's a little intense for school. I wouldn't wear the I would wear the foundation, but I wouldn't wear the blush. I'd wear just the bronzer. And then for lipstick, you don't have to use this. This is more of like a weekend wear. It's Estee Lauder in Rosa Rosa. Estee Lauder in Rosa Rosa. So this is a 20-minute video. I'm sorry, it's my first long video. I'm kind of excited for this look. Pulled together. If you want to apply a little bit of a lip gloss, this is a plumping one because I have really small lips. It doesn't plump, it gives that effect. Okay, so thanks for watching, and I hope you guys really enjoyed this. If you guys don't like this long video, you didn't have to watch the blush and the lips and the eye part. You can just watch foundation or eye. I'm sorry, I like long videos. I think it's like a mini movie. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Bye.